Hello students, today we are discussed about gibberellin hormone. Earlier we discussed about auxin hormone and their role in plants, their significance like for effect on phototropism, their growth of stem and root and so on. Now we discuss about gibberellins. First, their discovery and chemical structure. A brief description of the groundbreaking discovery of gibberellin hormone provides an explanation for the unusual terminology applied to GAs. After a consideration of their discovery, we will describe their chemical structures and numbering system. Finally, we will explore the relations of specific chemical structures to their biological activity. Gibberellins were discovered by studying a disease of rice. Although gibberellic acid first came to the attention of Western scientists in the 1950s, they had been discovered much earlier in Japan. Rice farmer had long known of a fungal disease named backbane or foolish seedling disease that caused rice plant to grow too tall and eliminated seed production. Plant pathologists found that these symptoms in rice were caused by a pathogenic fungus called Gibberella fungicori that had infected the plant. Culturing this fungus in the laboratory and analyzing the culture filtrate enabled Japanese scientists in 1930 to obtain impure crystals with plant growth promoting activity. They named this mixture compounds gibberellin A. Gibberellic acid was first purified from Gibberella culture filtrates. In the 1950s, two research groups, one in Britain and one in US, elucidated the chemical structure of a compound that both had purified from Gibberella culture filtrates and which they named gibberellic acid. At about the same time, Japanese scientists separated the characterized three different gibberellins from the original gibberellin A, naming them gibberellin A1, gibberellin A2, and gibberellin A3. The numbering system for gibberellins built on this initial nomenclature. The Japanese scientist G3 was later shown to be identical to the gibberellic acid isolated by the US and British scientists, thus the name gibberellic acids, reference specifically to GA3 hormones. Whereas gibberellin is a general name that can refer to the entire class of hormone. It soon became evident that many different gibberellic acids were present in Gibberella cultures, although GA3 was usually the principal component for this reason. GA3 is produced commercially in industrial scale fermentations of Gibberella for agronomic, horticultural, and other scientific use. As GA3 became available, scientists began to test it on a wide variety of plants. Spectacular responses were obtained in the stem elongation of dwarf and rosette plants, particularly in generally dwarf peas like Pisum sativum, dwarf maize means Zea maize, and many rosette plants. because applications of fungus derived gibberellic acid could increase the height of dwarf mutants. Scientists asked whether the wild type plants contain their own endogenous gibberellic acid. Bioassay of extract from a variety of plant species showed that gibberellic acid like substances were indeed present. Higher concentrations were found in immature seeds than in vegetative tissues. This made immature seeds the plant material of choice for gibberellic extractions, but chemical characterization still required tons of kilograms of seeds. The first identification of a gibberellic acid from a plant extract was the 1958 discovery of GA1 from immature seeds of runner bean, which is called Phaseolus coccinus. Nowadays, the availability of very sensitive spectroscopic methods permits the identification and quantification of known gibberellic acid with less than a gram of plant material. As more gibberellic acid from Gibberella and different plant sources were characterized, a scheme was adopted to number them in chronological order like GA1 to GA infinitive order of their discovery. Only gibberellic acid that are naturally occurring and whose chemical structures have been conclusively determined are assigned a numbers using the procedure in this diagram. The number of GA is cataloging conveys and there is no implied metabolic relationship between gibberellic acid with adjacent numbers. The effect of exogenous gibberellic acid on wild type of labeled as normal and the photograph and dwarf mutant D1. Maize gibberellin stimulates dramatic stem elongation in the dwarf mutant but has little or no effect on the tall wild type variety of the plant. Now all gibberellins are based on an ant-gibberellin skeleton. The gibberellic acid are diterpenoids that are formed from 4 isoprenoid units, each consisting of 5 carbons. They possess a tetracyclic ant-gibberellin skeleton containing 20 carbon atoms or a 20 non-ant-gibberellin skeleton containing only 19 carbon atom because 20th carbon atom is missing. Gibberellins that have the full diterpenoid complement of 20 carbon atoms are referred to as C20GAs. Those that have only 19 carbon because carbon 20 blue on next has been lost by metabolism and referred to as C19 gibberellic acid. And now there is a diagram of cabbage. A long day plant remains a low growing rosette in short days, but it can be induced to bolt or bolting, grow for long internodes and flower by applications of GA3. In the case illustrated, giant flowering stalks were produced. This is an example of a cabbage plant which shows bolting with the application of gibberellic acid. So now it's complete and we discussed about zebralenc acid, their history and their chemical structure. So that's it. Thank you, students.